What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another episode of Swoop Luke. In this episode, we're going to be doing something a little bit more fun, something a little bit more different. It is going to be a Harry Potter cross Collingwood video. Pretty much what I'm doing is I'm getting all the players and Nathan Buckley, putting them in one of the four houses. But I'll explain that a little bit later. But I think I might have to change my outfit. Let's go. Let's try. I haven't used this in a long time, so let's just try it out. Reveal. Alright, beautiful. Got my Ravenclaw stuff on. Let's just jump straight into this video. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the four houses here. Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw. We've got 47 players plus Buckley, which makes them 48. Like I said in the intro, what we're going to do is we're going to put them in houses. It's going to be hard. We don't know a lot of the guys' personalities and stuff like that, so it's just going to be stuff on the field, like personalities via Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, and just going off my thoughts. But if you're new to the Harry Potter universe, welcome. We'll go through these houses and I'll give you some traits and stuff so we know, so you know what they all represent if you're not familiar with them. So we'll start with Gryffindor. So Gryffindor's they're brave, daring, chivalrous and stuff like that. Their mascot sort of thing is a lion. Harry Potter was in Gryffindor, pretty much says it all. One of the most popular houses in the Harry Potter universe, or especially in Hogwarts and stuff like that. Albus Dumbledore was a Gryffindor as well. The next one we're going to go to is Slytherin. So Slytherin, you've probably heard about Slytherin. It's a big thing on TikTok at the moment. I think they're calling it Draco. It's like some sort of Draco Malfoy TikTok sort of thing. Slytherin, their mascot is a snake. Ambitious, leaders, very cunning, resourceful, and they're a house where they're perceived as the bad house, but I guess every house can have a bad sort of tendency, but Slytherin are kind of the bad guys. Voldemort was from Slytherin, Bellatrix as well, and stuff like that. We'll go to the next one, Hufflepuff. So Hufflepuff, pretty much, for lack of a better term, just real chill. Hard workers, patient, loyal, fair play. They're kind of modest as well. Their mascot is a badger, and I don't know, badgers are pretty chill, I guess. Newt Scamander was from Hufflepuff. If you've watched Fantastic Beasts, he was a Hufflepuff. So pretty quiet, stuff like that. Just goes about their business, getting the job done. And last but not least, Ravenclaw, which is my house. Intelligent, knowledgeable, curious, creative, and full of wit. Its mascot is an eagle, which is pretty dope. Eagles are pretty dope, except for West Coast. We have Luna Lovegood. Cho Chang is in Ravenclaw as well. Gilderoy Lockhart. So pretty much just people like intellectual. I don't want to say intellectuals, but like smart sort of people, I guess. Intelligence and stuff like that. Witty and stuff. So I kind of know who I'm already going to put this in here. Who's going to go in first? But anyway, let's just jump into it. And I don't know if we're going to start all around. Look, we could go left to right and like this, but I think I just might start with anyone that I first see. So let's start with Brody Grundy. So Brody Grundy, I feel like he's either a Ravenclaw or he's a Hufflepuff. He looks real chill, but I know... Oh man, it's hard. There's no Ravenpuff or Huffleclaw, so I'm going to go with Ravenclaw. Seems like a real smart dude and stuff like that. And joining him in Ravenclaw, it's going to be our boy, our AA, Australian defender, Darcy Moore. I feel like they're a good pair in Ravenclaw. Smart, witty, and stuff like that. Let's go Jordan De Goey. Oh, come on. There's no doubt about it. He's Slytherin through and through. Pretty much perceived as a bad boy. He's got that Draco Malfoy hair going on, so he's going to be in Slytherin. Braden Maynard could be both Gryffindor or Slytherin. He looks like a bad boy. You know what I mean? And he goes hard on the field. Could be a Gryffindor because he's always putting his body on the line. Look, let's leave him in Gryffindor for now. He's our first Gryffindor. Always puts his body on the line, and I like him in there. Maybe if I change my mind a little bit later, he'll find his way to Slytherin. Let's find a Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff. God, Hufflepuff. Who do we think is real? Wills. You don't hear much about him. He doesn't go about it. He just goes about his job. You know, he gets on the field. He does what he needs to do. I don't think I've heard him talk once, maybe in one interview. So he's our first Hufflepuff boy. Tom Phillips, Ravenclaw. You know, there's no doubt about this one. He's definitely in Ravenclaw. Who else we got? Oh, Chris Mayne. Gryffindor through and through. Brave, you know, puts his body on the line. He is... The Sorting Hat wouldn't even have to touch his head for us to know that he's in Gryffindor. So, bang, he's in Gryffindor. Braden Sire, I think I put him in faster than I put in DeGoey. Sire and DeGoey, Slytherin through and through. I don't think I need more explanation than that. Joshy Thomas, Hufflepuff. I don't think I've heard him utter a word in the, 10, 12 years he's been at Collingwood. So he's going to be in Hufflepuff, just goes about his business. Scott Pendlebury, he's going to be in Gryffindor as well. Natural born leader. Brave. He just leads us through wars and everything. And he's going to be our head boy, our prefect, Scotty Pendlebury. Max Lynch can join his fellow mates in Slytherin. You know, we've seen all his Instagram stories and stuff like that. Bit of a how's it going. He's going to go straight into Slytherin. Joshy Dacos, Gryffindor, especially this season, he's just, you know, led from the front. And if you told me last year, I would say Hufflepuff. But this year, I feel like he's more of a Gryffindor type, just that brave sort of dude at the moment. So he's going to go straight up into Gryffindor. Same with Tay Adams, another one of our All-Australians, and another guy that I've said this enough. I've said this about all the Gryffindors that are there, but he is just body on the line. If we had another 4 Tays in our team, the 2020 Premiership would be ours already. Just the way he goes about it, just in and under packs, and I just love him. Leads you through a wall like Pendlebury does. Tay is a Gryffindor. We're going to put Matty Scharenberg in Ravenclaw. I don't know why, it's either Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw, but for some reason I'm leaning more towards him as a Ravenclaw because I'm going to put Langdon as a Hufflepuff. I think Langdon, 2018, he was 2 minutes away from winning a Norm Smith had West Coast not won that grand final. But just the way he goes about it on the field, just does his job. Doesn't not one that talks a lot and stuff like that in interviews and stuff. So he's going to be a Hufflepuff. Johnny Noble, Hufflepuff, same thing. Just goes about his job on the field, and quiet guy, hardworking, but doesn't like to make a fuss. Hufflepuff. Oh, bang. Slytherin. Another one of the... I think this is this a new Rat Pack or a new Slytherin pack? We've got DeGoey, Sire, Maxi Lynch, and now Stevenson. I don't have to explain why Stevenson is in here. He's a Slytherin through and through. And here's another one. Here's another one for Slytherin. Trey Rusco. Looks a Slytherin type. He's going to be put into there as well. Who else have we got? Mason Cox. He's either going to be a Ravenclaw or a Griffin. This is a hard one. You know what? Nah, I'm going to put or Slytherin. Just because, you know what? I'm going to put Coxie in Slytherin. Just because after he scores a goal, he loves a bit of that bravado, that chest out. And if he was a Hufflepuff, he'd just go about his business, kicking the goal. If he was a Gryffindor, after he kicks the goal, just silently, nod to the crowd. Ravenclaw, don't kick many goals in Ravenclaw. We kind of set up the play. Slytherin, once they kick a goal, they're going to be doing handstands. They're going to be, running around with their tops off and stuff. So Coxie is going into the Slytherin category. Roughhead, Ravenclaw, intellectual type, down back, sets up the play. Done. Ravenclaw. Jamie Elliott. I'm gonna put him in. I don't know why, but I feel like he's a bit of a badger, a bit of a Hufflepuff. You know, Jamie Elliott, Hufflepuff, goes about his business, loyal. You know, he could have left us multiple times, but very loyal and hardworking. Hufflepuff. Who else have we got? Isaac Quaynor. I'm gonna put him into Gryffindor. I know he's a young kid, but I feel like he's got that, you know, that sort of that brave, that heart that Gryffindors show, and that dare and dash as well off half back. That's something that a Gryffindor would do. Lyndon Dunn, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, or Gryffindor. He could be a Hufflepuff because, you know, he's very, again, loyal. He's unafraid of the hard work. But Gryffindor, you know, a million knee reconstructions and stuff like that, and he's come back from them. We'll chuck him in Hufflepuff. Dunny's going into the Hufflepuff category. Who else have we got? So now it's getting down to the people that we don't really see a lot of and stuff like that. Oh, except for, you know, a couple of these guys. Levi Greenwood, just like Chris Mayne is. Gryffindor, just hard at it. I can't stress that enough. Just so brave. What he does, the tackling pressure, stuff like that, the nerve that he has to go up against those guys. Bang. Gryffindor, still side bottom. Ravenclaw, only because I feel like he sets up a lot of the play, and I know that's you know, he's just, I know that's a little bit odd, but you know, he could be a Gryffindor as well, or a Slytherin because of what he did in the breaking the COVID stuff. But I feel like Ravenclaw, because he's so smart with the ball, he knows where the play is, he knows what's happening before it's happening. You know, I'd even stress that Scott Pendlebury could be a Ravenclaw as well, but we're going to put Steele as a Ravenclaw. Jack Crispy could be. Nah, I don't think a Hufflepuff. He's a bit loud. Slytherin, Gryffindor. We'll go Slytherin. We'll go Slytherin. Got a feeling, it's in my gut telling me that he's a little bit of a Slytherin. You know, but he could well be in Ravenclaw. The way he sets up, you know, the way he comes off that half-back line. But I feel, seeing some of his Instagram stuff and stuff like that, feel like he's better suited as a Slytherin type. Jeremy Howe, Gryffindor. Love this guy. Leader of the club. Everyone looks up to him. Tim Broomhead, Hufflepuff. Don't hear a lot of him. He's a Hufflepuffer. Who else have we got? Tyler Brown. I don't know why, but I'm going to chuck him into Slytherin. Kind of like Jack Crisp. I just have a feeling that he's a bit of a Slytherin type. You know, especially with the rivalry that he has with his brother, which Callum, I want to put him into Ravenclaw. I feel like, you know, he hasn't really shown a lot this season, Callum, but last season he did really well. And I think he's going to be the successor to, hopefully, a Steele side bottom in the middle, setting up those plays and stuff. I know he has it in him, so that's why he's going to be in Ravenclaw. Travis Farker, the adversity that he has to go through, you know, coming from Geelong and stuff like that, then, you know, the unfortunate circumstances, you know, with his sister and stuff, putting on that brave face, coming out in the finals last year, you know, doing it for her and stuff, and I love him as a player. Just what he brings to this team is second to none, and he will be in Gryffindor. So now we're really getting into the nitty and gritty stuff. Adam Treloar, it's a weird one. Treloar, I don't feel like he's a Gryffindor. He's not a Slytherin, Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw. This is a weird one. All right, we're gonna chuck Adam Treloar into Ravenclaw. Again, he's smart. He's smart with the ball. Sometimes his kicks in the forward 50 don't go as planned, but smart with the ball. I love when he has the ball in his hand most of the time, so he's going to be in Ravenclaw. Flynn Appleby, Hufflepuff. Nathan Murphy, Hufflepuff. Will Kelly. I'm going to put him in Ravenclaw because I feel like he would work very well. I feel like he would work very well with Darcy Moore, Brody Grundy in there. And Darcy Moore and Will Kelly, they're kind of like two peas in a pod. One plays defense, one plays forward. But I feel like Will Kelly would idolise Darcy Moore, and I feel like that's why he'd be in Ravenclaw. Ben Reid, look, our retiring trooper, Gryffindor. Just what he had to go through with all these soft tissue injuries to keep persevering for 14 years is absolutely crazy, and that's why he's going into Gryffindor. There's just having to put on that sort of, that brave and that nerve to keep going after 14 years and not call it quits until now is second to none, and I love that. And that's a true Gryffindor at heart. That's some Neville Longbottom shit. All right, Slytherin's gonna get two real quick ones: Myercheck and Darcy Cameron. I don't know why, but I'm feeling Myercheck and Darcy Cameron. They come in a pair. I think it's got to do with Max Lynch's Instagram TV sort of stuff. What he's doing, Darcy Cameron and Myercheck. They look like they're cunning and that sort of Slytherin-y, snaky sort of feeling. And they'll be going into the Slytherin house. Alright, so now we're getting into the real nitty-gritty. Don't see a lot of them. Oh, Will Hoskin-Elliott's still there. Will Hoskin-Elliott's a Hufflepuffer. No doubt about it. Just goes about his business. Alright, so we haven't seen a lot of these guys. So this is going to be all a little bit up and down. I'm not going to have a lot of good explanations for them. But, let's go. Ravenclaw. Magin. I feel like Magin, what he's been able to do this season after, I wanted him gone at the end of last season. How is he getting a game? How is he getting a game? When he got dropped and came back, I think he's played 6 or 7 games in a row. That perseverance, but he's also in the back line. Again, the way he handles the ball, sets up the play. I feel like Ravenclaw's got a lot of those sort of backliner guys. And that's why I want Magin in the back line. A 2... We're going to go Hufflepuff for a 2. Don't hear a lot about him. And when he got picked for the team and stuff, and that game he played against Hawthorn, I really liked it. Head down, went about his business. Not a big fanfare, sort of extravaganza sort of thing. So I enjoyed that. Now it's real nitty-gritty stuff. So it'll just be a cop-out if I put these all in Hufflepuff because I don't know a lot about him. So I'm trying to think of who can go where, and I can give a reasonable explanation for. Mark Keane, Ravenclaw. I say Ravenclaw because, well, one, he's a defender, and looks like we've got a lot of defenders in Ravenclaw, that sort of type in Ravenclaw. I guess that's my reasoning there. Just a defender, Ravenclaw. You got to be smart to be a defender. You can't. Forwards are kind of just like see ball, mark ball. Defenders have to be more on their toes and stuff like that. So, so too midfielders as well. So these guys, 4 guys, are the only ones that have not, I'm pretty sure they're the only 4 guys that have not played in the first team this season. Oh, and Nathan Murphy as well, but he's already in the team up there. Bianco, really feeling Bianco up in, and just sorry about the cutting him off. Really feeling Bianco up in Gryffindor. I feel like he's going to be a leader on that half back line / the wing for years to come. Anton Turnhill, Hufflepuffer. Don't know why, but we're going to put him in Hufflepuffer. Rantel. Rantel. I'm going to put him in Ravenclaw only because, and this is going to sound so stupid, but only because of the time trial when he beat Phillips, and obviously he beat Steele, quickest time trial this season. And I feel like Rantel and Phillips, kind of like Will Kelly and Darcy Moore, that protege mentor sort of thing, and I think they will work well. Wilson, got to put him up in Slytherin. He's kind of got that. That slick back sort of hair. Oh, I don't know why I'm thinking about his hair and why he should be in Slytherin, but I don't know a lot about him, let's be honest. Tommy Wilson played basketball in Latvia. Latvia's a country in Europe, and I guess the snakes are in Europe, so that's a bad excuse. But Tommy Wilson's going to go into Slytherin. And finally, our coach, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor. Ravenclaw, Gryffindor. Ravenclaw, Gryffindor. Gryffindor. This guy is Gryffindor through and through. He's Collingwood through and through. He could easily be a Gryffindor or a Ravendor, but just what he's been, at the end of 2017, we wanted him out, and everyone was calling for his head. Put on a brave face, fronted the media, answered everyone's questions, and he's been at Collingwood for so long, and the captain of the club and stuff like that. So Gryffindor through and through. But anyway, guys, that's the whole thing. And yeah, that was a little bit of fun. Anyway, Swoopers, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on, who should be in what house, if I've got any wrong. It was pretty hard to do, as you could see, all the players that we kind of haven't seen and stuff like that. Lots of assumptions about personalities and stuff, but that's always going to happen when we don't know the boys personally. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you all later.